Okay, so this is going to be a different way of our second method that we're going to do two videos on skinning and processing your meat birds. And this method is the hanging method. So we process the chicken by hanging it by its legs and took the head off. All the blood dripped. And now my husband is going to show you guys how he does it, how he skins it, hanging up.
Come on.
So you made that cut right up the middle.
Okay, just make the cut up the middle so you have a starting point.
Okay.
And then the rest is just basically a lot of pulling. And you got your slop bucket right down below here.
Okay. So as we've said before, there are lots of videos on YouTube, I would imagine, that has different ways to process a meat bird. And we decided to share two of our ways. You can watch our other video of how he does it on his skinning table. But this is just another method for those who don't want to bother with the skinning table and want to try it hanging up right after the animal has been dispatched.
I actually like doing it a little bit better.
What do you prefer?
I like to do it on the table. I can flip the bird around. That's just because I've skinned a lot of stuff on tables before,
right.
So.
So right now, let's see. You're pulling those wings down.
Yeah.
All those feathers just pull right off, it looks like. And then
this may be a smidge faster.
Okay. So I see you pull that down, and then with your knife, where are you making that cut? Are you looking for a joint?
Not yet.
Okay.
I'm just cutting where the feathers meet the back of the...
Okay.
And then there's the joint right there.
Okay, all right.
Pretty simple.
Okay. So two of the front joints, and then back here.
It's pretty simple. You just tear these feathers off.
Okay. And I believe there's really, is there a wrong way to do this? I mean, when you're tearing this stuff off, can you do it wrong?
Well, you just try to get it, obviously if you got a lot of them to do, you got to do it quickly.
Right.
So, I guess if I was in a race I could go a little faster, but...
Okay.
Go like that.
Okay, now this is where the anal vent is. Look at this closely. He pulls that back, takes his knife, shaves it along there very carefully.
You don't want to hit into the gut sac too much.
So there's a little anal vent, and then that back tail just comes off. Keeps everything nice and clean. Don't have to worry about any poop. Look at that.
So then...
Nice clean bird. I'm going to get some of the rest of those feathers off. And then you're looking for what, another joint?
Yep.
And then you can... Oh. I can see he moves very fast. I don't know if I can get this.
Let me get this out and you can see a little bit better.
Okay, so for those of you at home, if this is your first time, look for that knee joint and see he hit it. And when you hit it, it just pops right off. And if you don't hit it, then you just got to have to manipulate that joint.
We don't get too concerned about this feathers right here because what Stacy does...
And I'll show you when I'm canning in my canning video.
So these fit in the jars. She chopped that off anyhow, so we don't get too crazy about that.
Okay, so we're going to go to the table and finish processing this. Okay. Now on to the processing of the bird and the meat.
And I like to cut right down that breastbone. Okay. Get it started. Keep your knife right in that bone. Get your finger in there.
And when you are doing the breast, you can't get it wrong because you're going to run into that breastbone. That breastbone is anatomically your guide to peeling off the breast. And you can see that, how he's just cutting along that breastbone.
Anatomically?
Yeah, that anatomical...
You said
What did I say?
I don't know.
You follow the I don't know.
There's a one.
There you go, there's one. You follow the breastbone. Okay. Nice cut along the breastbone. The breastbone is your guide. And those are some nice looking breasts.
They are.
You know, and the wonderful thing about these homegrown chickens is they're not injected with any steroids or water. The feed has been natural, organic. We've controlled everything from day one. And then, you know, processing it is, yeah, it's great because we control that process too. Okay, so now you flip the bird over, and what are we doing here? The thighs?
Take the thighs.
Okay, so how do you do that?
Right down there's the spine right there.
Okay.
Just grab underneath that flap right there and get it going.
And there you feel, is there like a hip bone there?
Yep.
Is that what guides you?
Right about there, you'll hit it.
There it is. Beautiful, wow. Okay, that's the thighs. And then watch how he's doing, separating the thigh from the leg. You made that look pretty easy. You just kind of cut that off. So look at the spine, follow that hip bone. Beautiful. Okay, and show them what you do to separate.
Well, you got to hit the joint, and the joint's about right there.
Oh, he's
you hit over there.
He's getting to be a pro.
It takes you a couple times sometimes to.
When you're processing a lot, yep.
So there's your legs, your thighs, all real nice and neat. And then I'll briefly just go over the bird real quick, look for any residual amount of meat.
Okay.
Shouldn't find too much on here.
Yep. I really do pick it clean, so.
It just takes about 30 seconds.
Right.
And this all adds up over the course of 20 birds to be maybe a pint of meat, but that's a couple meals.
All right.
So.
Well, hopefully you guys will get something out of this tutorial when you decide to get your own meat birds. We hope you do, because it is a fun process. It's an easy process. It's a really great way to control your food, and it didn't cost very much at all. We're going to have another video on the costs and everything. So, all right, God bless, guys, and we're going to keep on processing these birds. Until next time.